Is it working now? Is it? So should be should um put in the put in the chat somewhere if it's working right now. Um, if it's working at the moment. Yeah. Got the thumbs up. It's working. So we are. So I don't know what happened there. I didn't realize it wasn't working. Sorry about that, guys. But um, yeah, 3 minutes till kickoff. Pescara looking to get the win against Cesena. And you look at Cesena in the standings; they are a very tough team. Have the highest goal differential in Italy. But the thing that scares everyone, uh, um, but the thing that scares everyone with Cesena is that they have a 54-point goal differential, which means they have scored 54 more goals than they have given up. The stadium is packed in Cesena for the match tonight. Thanks for putting that in the chat. Hopefully everything's going smooth on everyone who's watching. And but Cesena, really, really tough team to play. They have 83 points, 11 points ahead of second place, which means if you want to, Cesena, if they are in great shape, 54-point goal differential, plus 54 on the goal differential, 54 more goals than they have scored. Pescara, who are looking to win, and winning is something that Pescara haven't done in their last 5 games. They have only won once in their last 5 games, so hopefully Pescara could get things on the right track going into this game in Cesena. So we are ready. We are almost ready for kickoff. A minute till kickoff. A minute 30 till kickoff, and we are ready for some Serie C action. Third division Italian matchup. And even though this is third division, the fans are still showing up to support in the 20,000 seater in Cesena, where Cesena play their home games. The weather for the start of the game, in case anyone's wondering, what the weather is like at the start of the game. Cesena, it's currently 66 degrees to start the game. Really good temperature. Really, not it's not too hot, not really cold, not too hot. But I think it's going to be some really good conditions for the game. But we do have a lot of winds, 7 mile per hour in winds for the game today. So that hopefully that does not, have an effect on the game for both sides. The fans showed up. The fans have showed up. Everyone has showed up to Cesena for what should be a really interesting matchup on the Pescara side. For Cesena, they seem pretty confident. They are the big favorites to win the game today. And Cesena being the home team, we are about almost ready to kick off in Italy. Third division soccer. Both of these teams, Cesena they'll automatically qualify for the next division. And we are underway here. Cesena versus Pescara. Cesena will start off with the ball. And we are underway in Cesena. These two teams have met once this season, and it was a 1-0 win for Cesena. Hopefully this game will go better for Pescara than it did when these two teams met in Pescara in November. So hopefully this game is going to go very different than the game in Pescara. All right, Cesena's got the ball to start it off, and we are ready for this matchup. All right, Cesena in possession of the ball. Pescara will take possession back. Cesena still got the ball, and the shot was off target. It will be a goal kick upcoming for Pescara. So, like we do every game, we are going to be voting. We always do it every game. We do this every game, every single time. Who will win the game is the big question. That is what we do. That's what we do every single time. That's what we do every time. And it will be a corner kick upcoming for Cesena. But what we do every time is we like to see what you guys think about who do you guys think is going to win the game as Cesena get their first corner kick of the game. It's really looking like all the Cesena fans have showed up. So have some of the Pescara fans have showed up, traveled north to watch this one. So everyone so far has chosen Pescara to win, even though Cesena are favorites in this one. Pescara still have a chance of this game, still have a winning chance in this one. A corner kick for Cesena is going towards the net, but couldn't get their hands on the ball. Well, more like their feet on the ball. As Pescara will take possession back of the ball. Pescara, a very interesting team, looking to go to the top division, which is something that Pescara fans have been wanting for the past couple years. It's another corner kick for Cesena, their second corner kick of the match. Another corner kick for Cesena, and that one is deflected off of Pescara, and Pescara now have possession of it. Back to Cesena, who now have taken the ball and have possession of it. Cesena's got the ball now. Stopped by Pescara. The attack has been stopped by Pescara. Cesena's got the ball now. And there was a player down for a second for Pescara. Pescara, a very interesting team to watch. Third division. The lower you get, sometimes is the more entertaining matchups you get. This is not really a huge matchup in terms of like more people watching it, but really, I really like watching the lower divisions of soccer sometimes because you can get those really interesting matchups like this one. Just 4 minutes in, and it's Cesena 0, Pescara 0 in Cesena, Italy. Really looking for an entertaining one as Cesena's got possession of it now. Cesena's got the ball now. Passing this one. Cesena going up with it. Going for it. And looks like it's going to be a free kick awarded for Cesena. As the Pescara player kind of grabbed the Cesena player. And that's kind of what started what kind of gave Cesena the free kick they are getting at the moment. A free kick for Cesena. The first free kick of the game. Cesena has scored 11 goals in their last 5 games. That's a lot. That's kind of what helped them in their... Cesena has only given up 3 goals in their last 5 matchups. That's kind of what gave them their 100% kind of, not their 100%, their 50% goal differential, which Cesena has only lost twice this season. Really, one of their losses was a couple weeks ago when they lost to Cesena earlier in the season. Pescara have scored 7 goals in their last 5 matchups. That's a lot for Pescara, as Cesena's got the ball now. The shot was saved by Pescara. Cesena and Pescara have never drawn in their last 3 matches against each other, which were the only 3 matchups against each other. And for Pescara, they haven't won a away game in their last 5 matches. Their last 5 matches, they've only had 1 win in their last 5 matches, which was a home win for Pescara, which was their last match they played before heading to Cesena. Just 6 minutes in, Cesena 0, Pescara 0. Cesena's got possession of the ball. Cesena looking as Cesena passing it back. Sometimes it's good to pass it back to the goalie because you want to get the ball up front. The goalie's got the ball. He kicks it. He gets the ball up front. That's kind of why you pass back to your goalie sometimes, because you want to get the ball up front, and get on the attack and get those. You want to get a lot of scoring chances to have the best possible chance of putting one in the back of the net and scoring. As the Pescara player is arguing to the referee about that play there. There was a player down for Cesena, and now he's got him back up. A free kick now for Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. Passing this one, getting the ball up front in soccer. You want to get a lot of those long kicks. You want to have a chance to get those long kicks, to get the ball up front, to get in the attacking position. But Cesena have it and stopped by Pescara as that one's going out of bounds. I think it will go the way of Cesena. Yeah, a lot of fans have turned up to watch this game. Really surprised on the amount of fans that have turned up to watch the game. Here comes Pescara with the ball. Pescara have it shot from Cesena. Is really wide, but they don't get the shot on target. Not considered a shot on target there. Pescara's youth team played earlier today a game against Cesena as well. That game was in Pescara. I saw a bit of that game. Was a really interesting back and forth game for Cesena, and that game ended 1-1 draw for Cesena's U20 youth, for Cesena's youth team. A home game for Pescara, and Pescara did get a red card in that game, so hopefully Pescara could get back up as they're playing Spezia in their next youth matchup, which, if you want to watch the Pescara youth games, they are streaming live on YouTube. They are being streamed to their YouTube channel, the team's YouTube channel, I think. Not every game, but some of them are streamed to their YouTube, to the team's respective YouTube channel. Just 9 minutes in, almost 10 minutes in, Pescara's got the corner kick now, which is something that Pescara, getting their first corner kick of the game, doesn't really get a shot, good enough target to get the shot on top there. It's Pescara with the ball now. Pescara trying to get the ball up front, trying to get the long ball to get the goal. And so far we have 100% of people, 10 minutes in, and everyone who voted has voted on Pescara to win the game, which is super interesting. I think this game, watching this game, I think it's going to be a good draw. I think the youth game is kind of. I think that could foreshadow what we're going to see in today's game, in the senior team's game, in the league, in the team's game. So I think that could possibly be foreshadowing, and I think my prediction is going to be a 1-1 draw. Cesena are a really tough team to beat. And if you get those, and Pescara want to get those wins, they want to get those goals. Pescara has +3 goal differential. They have scored 3 more goals than they have given up. So Pescara is trying to get their goal differential up so that they want to have a big goal differential. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one ends up. As Cesena passing it back to the goalie, who is getting the ball up front. Like I said before, really good to get the ball up front. And Cesena's got the ball now. Pescara looking to take over possession. That one goes out of bounds, and I think it will be a goal kick upcoming. It will be a goal kick for Pescara. Yeah, I don't really know a lot of Pescara players, but Luca Mora, who is not playing this game, Luca Mora is scored the game tying goal in the playoffs last year. Last year's the 2023-22 playoffs. 22-23 playoffs last season, and I really and he is not playing today because he's on loan. He's going to another team. I don't know specifically which team. Not in the 3rd division. I think it's in the 4th division, going on loan. So we will, later in the second half, we will do who you think is the player of the match. David Morello, hopefully he's going to get some great games today. He's played a lot of games for Pescara. Pescara, who not really in the running for a trophy this season. They got out of the Coppa Italia, which the Coppa Italia is basically the FA Cup for Italy. Coppa Italia is we'll be streaming Pescara's 24-25 Coppa Italia game. But the Coppa Italia is basically like every Italian team plays for a chance to win the trophy. So every team in Italy has a chance of winning the big trophy. The big trophy being the Coppa Italia, which is Italy's biggest trophy because everyone's got an equal chance of winning. But Pescara, they lost their game to Regina, AC Regina, 6-2. It was 3-2 at halftime, but they gave up 3 more goals in the second half to make it 6-2. So that's kind of what that's kind of one of the only trophies. They also do have the Serie C Cup, the Serie C Pro Cup, which they did lose to Cantana 2-0 back in December. The Serie C Pro Cup. It's one of those tournaments that's just every team in the 3rd division have a chance. And in the Serie C Pro Cup, fun fact, Monza have won it the most times, 4 times. So every team in the 3rd division of Italy gets to play in that tournament. So they had a chance at 3 trophies this season. They lost 2 of them, the Serie C Pro Cup and the Coppa Italia. They're still in the running for the Serie C, which is not really to win Serie C, which is not, I don't know if you really get a trophy. I think you probably get a trophy for winning that. But here comes Cesena. Cesena on the attack, passing this one up front and stopped by Pescara. What a stop. What a defensive play from Pescara. as we reach the 15-minute mark. Pescara with the ball, getting the ball up front. Pescara have it now. Another key player is for Pescara is technically for Daniele Donnarumma, who plays for Cesena. Played for Napoli a couple seasons ago, but has transferred yet to Cesena. So really interesting to see how this game goes. Donnarumma to take the throw in. I do not. Even though it does look like they're related, I don't really think that he's related to, Daniele Donnarumma is not related to the PSG goalie. Donnarumma, same last name, not related. In case people are wondering. The first game for Pescara after they did play a game last week during the international window of games, because the third division teams, like teams below the first division, teams usually below the second division get to play during the international break, because none of their players are really going to be playing in the top division. Not the top division, going to play international games. Italy during the international window, they won twice. They beat Venezuela 2-1 in Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. Then they went to the Red Bull Arena to take on Ecuador, and I was there, and that was one of the funnest sports games I've ever been to. 2-0 to Italy. In that one. So they did go to Miami to play Venezuela. Of course, we will be streaming the Euros live. Italy are the defending Euro champions, as that one is saved by Cesena, as they will have a goal kick upcoming. So, but they are, the Euros are going to be interesting. Italy defending their title. Italy, who beat England in the Euros last season, last time, which was got postponed from 2020 to 2021. So the Euros were played in 2021. So Italy are I would say, are huge favorites to win it, as the tournament shifts gears and moves from England, where we played last time, to Germany. So Germany are hosting the game, the Euros now. So let's take a look at some top division. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Italy soccer pyramid. We start off in Serie A, where SSC Napoli played Atlanta, and it was a home game for Napoli at one of the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, a beautiful stadium, as there's a yellow card being issued to Pescara. A beautiful stadium in Napoli named after Diego Maradona, because Diego Maradona, one of the biggest players to play for Napoli. Atlanta 3, Napoli 0. as there's a yellow card being handed out to number 15 for Pescara. As there's a player down for Cesena. So that's a yellow card issued to Messolini, who played for Lazio, who last season, back in 2023, went on loan, is currently still on loan from Lazio's under-20 youth team. Lazio is one of the big teams in Rome. Not the biggest team in Rome, but they play their games in Rome. And now is on loan to Pescara. He's worth currently $100,000 for a third division player. That's not that bad for, but I don't know what soccer players should be paid. He's currently 20 years old. Born in 2003. And that kind of gives you a picture of how young most of these players most of these players age. So Atlanta 3, Napoli 0. A very surprising result, but Atlanta hold on to the win. Genoa, who was in the second division last year, they're currently taking on Frosinone, another Italian. All these teams are Italian. Genoa 1, Frosinone 1. And Torino 1, Monza 0. Monza do have a red card for their team, so they're playing with 10 men in the 75th minute. At 1 p.m., Lazio versus Juventus, which you could stream for free on CBS Sports Network, and at 3:45 on Paramount Plus, Fiorentina versus AC Milan. In the second division of Italy, which is one of the more, which is what some people like to watch in Italy. We had one game today, which was El Scoli Calcio beating Lazio. 4-1 was the score there. Of course, we'll have more teams tomorrow. More games tomorrow. Some teams to watch in the second division of Italy are Parma is a big one, big second division team, and second division team Moderna is also a big team to watch in the second division, and Palermo, who are owned by City Football Group, which are the same owners of which are the people who own Manchester City. They also own an Italian team. And Serie B, as there goes a free kick now upcoming for Pescara. And Serie C at the moment, Albino Leffi be tied against Trento 2-2. Cesena won 1-0 against Taranto. Monopoli beat Sorrento 1-0. Monterossi tied against Benevento 1-1. Sesteri Leventa beat Olbia 2-1. Juventus Academy team beat Arezzo 1-0. SPAL tied 0-0 against Okana. SPAL, one of the bigger third division teams. They do have a lot of experience in Serie B and some experience in Serie A, but they're a big one of the bigger teams in third division. Chipamupo up 1-0 against Tristena. Stabia tied 0-0 against Messina. Virtus and Telia, another big third division team, tied 0-0 against Pontendera. And those are the scores around Italy. Soccer scores around Italy, of course. Cesena on top 3-1 against Cesena 3-1 in terms of corner kicks, by the way, if you guys were confused on that one. So And yeah, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce the team names correct. I'm not. I don't. I'm not. The pronunciations in Italy are like a lot different. The way they pronounce certain teams. Later tonight, I'm not going to stream it, but it's going to be a big game to watch on Apple TV as New York City, they head to what is now considered the soccer capital of the USA, Miami. New York City FC they go to Miami and tackle one of the most challenging games. Last time Inter Miami played NYCFC, it was a 2-1 win for NYCFC. Now they head back to Miami, where the stakes are even higher, as Inter Miami takes on New York City Football Club at 7:30 p.m. from the Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. It's NYCFC versus Inter Miami. And I do not know, I'm not in his brain at the moment, so I do not know. I'm not 100% sure if Messi's playing or not. That is not a question to ask me. That's not a question that I know at the moment. That's a question to ask the coach. Um, that's a question to ask Giardo Martino. That's a question to ask him, not me. So I have no idea if he's playing today. So hopefully he's playing today because I feel like that's going to get more people watching. No matter what, it's two big cities playing each other. There are some rumors that when Kevin De Bruyne is done with playing, when his contract ends for Manchester City, he will go sign for New York City Football Club. I do not know if that is true or not, if that's going to be true, but he's most likely if Kevin De Bruyne was to go in the MLS, he would most likely play for NYCFC with their affiliation to they have to Manchester City and being a part of the City Football Group, which City Football Group owns a total of 14 teams over all the continents. They own a team in every continent. They own a team in Asia, a team in Oceania. They don't own a team in Africa, but in every continent except Africa, they own City Football Group owns a team, which is very interesting to look at. Here comes Pescara. That one's going out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Cesena, I believe. Now, that's who will get the throw-in. Yeah, it will be a throw-in for Cesena. So at the moment, what we're gonna start a Q&A, and not a Q&A, but like a prediction. What do you think the score? What do you think the score will be? Put your score predictions down below. What do you guys think the score will be? I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that game this morning will for the youth games will tell us anything in terms of what this to watch for today. But I think it's going to be a comfortable 1-1 draw for both sides. Here comes Cesena on the attack. We are halfway through the first half. We are a quarter of the way done with this game. 1-0 win for Pescara. For Pescara. Yeah. 1-0 to who? To Pescara or Cesena? 1-0 for Cesena is for Pescara. If you guys do put it down below, make sure to I assume that's Pescara, so I'm gonna leave it at that. 1-0 win for Pescara would be amazing, but just look at the strength of. If you look at the standings, you can already see that Cesena is a really tough team to play. If we do get the 1-1 draw, if Pescara for Cesena. 1-0 Cesena. Is that what you're saying? That is that what if it's 1-0 Cesena, now not that bad. Pescara would have a +2 goal differential. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. 1-0 Cesena. That's as much as I don't want that to happen. 1-1 draw, keeping it neutral, keeping it neutral. Yeah. Pescara with the ball now. 1-0 Cesena. I don't know a lot about Cesena as being a place in Italy, so Cesena. Pescara on top, tied 0-0. We're getting 15 minutes till halftime. Cesena 0, Pescara 0. If you guys want to watch more streams, and if you guys have any suggestions on what games we should watch next, put it down below. We are going to be watching the Rangers game in a couple weeks. We're going to do the Mets versus Reds game next weekend. In City Field, I think, on next Sunday. We're doing the next weekend's game is going to be the Mets versus Reds on Sunday. I think they're playing the Reds. I'm not. Yeah, so our next stream after today, if you have any special games if there's any requests on any games that you guys want to watch, just put your request down below, because I want to know what you guys want to watch. I want to stream the games that myself I want to watch, and the games that you guys want to watch as well. But next week's stream is going to be the Mets versus the Reds from Great American Ballpark at 1:40 p.m. next Sunday. So it will be next Sunday. So Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to be streaming the Mets versus Reds next week. And we're also going to be streaming Copa America when it happens in June. We're also going to be streaming the Euros in June. And we're also going to be streaming Roland Garros when Roland Garros comes around, when the second major tennis tournament. We are streaming I do have the Rangers game on the schedule. I want to do a weeknight Rangers game, but I don't know if that's too much to stream on a weeknight Rangers game. So I'm not going to be streaming tonight's game, but the Rangers are playing tonight. They're playing in Arizona to take on the Coyotes. I am going to be streaming. I am going to put all these streams up later, if you guys want to know. But I am going to be streaming the Rangers versus Islanders on the 13th of September, the 13th of April. It will be a 12:30 game. And maybe the final game of the season, and I might stream some playoff games. I want to do the NHL playoffs, some of the NBA playoffs. I also do want to. I want to stream all the big events. We're gonna do the Olympics in August. We're gonna do the Premier League. We're doing the Champions League. We're doing a lot, and I want to stream all the big events, because they're fun to watch. So there will be a free kick upcoming for Cesena. I'm surprised that Pescara has kept it a 1-1 draw. Not 1-1 draw, a 0-0 game. Because in this point in the game, the last time these two teams played, it was 2-0. It was 1-0 Cesena in the 27th minute they scored. So Pescara are playing better than they did in the last time they played each other. Pescara has only gotten one win against Cesena in their history, which was back in March of 2022. So it's Cesena with the ball now. Cesena's got the ball now, getting getting it on, and we're also going to be streaming some F1, Formula 1 action. When Formula 1 gets out of their Asian swing, they're not playing. They have a race in Australia, which happened last weekend. Next weekend they're going to Japan, and the weekend after they're going to Shanghai in China. So maybe I'm gonna probably try and stream one of the F1 races upcoming. But here comes Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena, and that one is missed, deflected out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in now for Cesena. 10 minutes till halftime, as Cesena's got the ball now. The fans brought their big flags and their smoke, their flares, whatever they call it, the smoke things that they bring to soccer games all the time. They did bring that. They do have that in the Cesena section. Where the Cesena section is where all the Cesena fans sit, the home fan. They have a specific section on one side of the field for all the Cesena fans, all the home fans to sit. In every soccer stadium, in every soccer game, most soccer games, they have a section where the home team sits, and all the home, and it's not very smart to be an away team fan in the home team section, because you know how people get at soccer games, especially in like England, you know how some people get. And then you got the away team section, where all the fans, mostly away team fans, sit and cheer on their team, which I like a lot. I like how they separate the fans, and the soccer atmosphere is just really, really good, really fun to see all the fans. And it'll be a throw-in now for Pescara. I think it'll be a goal kick upcoming. It's a goal kick for Pescara. So all the fans have taken their time out of their day to come enjoy a soccer game. Third division soccer game. So here comes Pescara. Here comes Pescara. Cesena was on the attack for a bit there. Out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in now for Pescara. Pescara aren't even 100. Pescara were founded back in 1936. So in terms, they're older than PSG. PSG was founded back in 1970. PSG was not the first team in France. But they are the biggest team in France. There's the second division team, Paris Football Club, who is now the biggest team in Paris. Who is the biggest team in Paris? Thank you to all 22 people who have showed up and watched an amazing game today. Here comes Pescara. Pescara, not a big fan of their yellow jerseys this year. Not really. They don't really fit in with the club's colors. Here come Cesena. Cesena on the attack now, getting the ball up front, and that one was not the best pass, as that one heads out of bounds, and it will be Pescara to get the ball. A throw-in now for Pescara, as we've got 5 minutes plus stoppage time. My prediction is 3. 3 minutes of stoppage time is what I'm going to say. 3 minutes. That's all I'm going to say. 3 minutes. So it's Pescara with the ball. Cesena has it back. The attack has been stopped by Pescara, and Cesena stops the attack, and it'll be a throw-in now for Pescara. And I think, yes, there is. There's been a yellow card against Pescara again. Of course, we saw Mussolini get the yellow card. He plays for Lazio on loan to Pescara. Another yellow card being handed out again. I do not know to who. I can't tell to who. But I think it's number 11 for Pescara. Number 11 getting the yellow card for Pescara. Number 11, of course, is one of their big players, Federico Acornio, who is on loan currently. A lot of the Pescara players who are playing in this match are on loan. On loan means you loan a player to another team. They play for a certain amount of money. They play for that team till the set time that you want them to return. And then they return to your team. In this case, for Federico Acornio, he's on loan from Genoa. Genoa, a top division team currently, but he plays for their youth team, the Genoa youth team. So he doesn't really get a lot of starts for Genoa, and he says, you know what? I want to go on loan to another team. And that's exactly what happened, and he ended up at a better team. He ended up at Pescara. Here comes, it will be a goal kick now for Cesena. Cesena getting the ball up front as we start to reach halftime. 3 minutes till halftime. Here comes Cesena with the ball now. Cesena has it. Taken back by Pescara. Pescara with the ball now. Pescara with the ball now. Here comes Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. That one's going out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Pescara. Cesena's got possession back. As Cesena's got the ball now, that play has been stopped, and the player was down in the penalty box for a minute. No penalty kick, but I think they're not getting a free kick, so nothing really happened there. Cesena's got the ball now, getting the ball up front. Cesena with it, getting the crossover, trying to cross it to the other side. Cesena still in possession. That one's heading out of bounds, and I think it will be a throw-in now. It's a throw-in now for Cesena. And looked like it could have been a corner kick. You could debate it being a corner kick or not. Cesena gets the throw-in. That one, Cesena's still in possession of it. Cesena playing a lot of offensive soccer as that one's going out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in now for Pescara. Pescara to get the throw-in now at the moment. A throw-in for Pescara. Pescara Calcio. Pescara will take the throw-in there. Pescara, Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena with it. We are going to be trying to stream every single game of the playoffs for Pescara. It's a big deal. They're back in the playoffs like they were last time. They were in the semifinals. I think last year they were in the semifinals. I do not remember where they were last year. They were in the semifinals last year. But, haven't really made it since. So, here's how it goes. Here's how the Serie C format is. The winners of each group play in the Super Cup to decide the number one spot in moving up in the playoffs. Then you've got the top teams 2 through 10 in the standings play in the playoffs for a spot in Serie B. I think that's how it goes. Don't quote me on that. But currently it's Cesena with the ball. Pescara stopping the attack there. Cesena trying to get the ball back, and they do. Cesena's got the ball now. Passing this one. Cesena's got it. Taken back by Pescara. Pescara with it. That one's going out of bounds. And according to the referee, it stays in bounds. And Pescara has got possession back. We have gotten a minimum of 1 minute. Minimum of 1 minute of added on time to the first half of this game between Cesena and Pescara Calcio. As number 17 for Cesena arguing with the refs at the moment from some sort of decision they made earlier. The Cesena fans in the home section are very excited about this one, but the referee will say there's a free kick upcoming for Pescara Calcio. Pescara to take the free kick now, but Pescara to take the free kick. I think this will be the final play before halftime. And they missed the free kick. And the referee blows its whistle. 45 minutes down, 45 to go. And 45 minutes down, 45 to go in Cesena. It's Cesena 0. It's Pescara 0. Stay here for the halftime show. But stay here. We've got a lot to talk about on the halftime, on what happened in the first half of this one. We've got a 14-minute halftime show in Cesena. I'm not in Cesena, obviously, but Cesena 0, Pescara 0 is the score here, and what a game it's been. Very back and forth, very interesting game. A lot of everything, a bit of everything we saw in that first half for both sides. Pescara, Cesena has had more ball possession, 61% ball possession, as opposed to Pescara's 39% ball possession. Cesena has had 2 shots on target, as opposed to the 1 from Pescara. Cesena has had 4 shots off target and 4 shots off target / blocked shots. And Pescara has had 3 shots on target / blocked shots. So that was a very intriguing first half of this match. The Cesena fans are showing their game here. Not a lot of fans in the Pescara home section. There's a lot of fans in the Cesena home section, but not a lot of fans in the Pescara section of the stadium, or the away section, in this Serie C matchup. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world of sports at the moment. We do have a bunch of games going on at the moment, and let's take a look at those games. 74th minute, we head to the Bundesliga, the German Bundesliga. Werder Bremen taking on Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg on top 1-0 over Werder Bremen in this one. We go back to the Bundesliga. Frankfurt versus Union Berlin in the 75th minute, tied 0-0. And also in the Bundesliga, Hoffenheim up 1-0 against Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern is kind of a region in Germany. Hoffenheim up 1-0 against Bayern Leverkusen in the 76th minute. Also in the Bundesliga, Freiburg taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. Freiburg on top 3-0 in the 76th minute. Also in the Bundesliga, Red Bull Leipzig taking on Mainz 05. Mainz 0, RB Leipzig 0 currently in the 75th minute. We head to the English Premier League. Bournemouth, Everton. tied 0-0 in the 47th minute. Also in the Premier League, Burnley. Chelsea on top 1-0 over Burnley. That game is at halftime at the moment. Also in the English Premier League, Nottingham Forest, they had a 4-point deduction, so they kind of lost points in the Premier League. But currently, it's Crystal Palace 1, Nottingham Forest 0 in the 45th minute. Also in the Premier League, Sheffield United, Fulham, tied 0-0 in the 49th minute. Also in the English Premier League, Luton Town versus the Tottenham Hotspurs in London. Luton Town on top 1-0 in the 46th minute. We head to La Liga, the Spanish La Liga, as Osasuna take a 2-0 lead at halftime against Almeria. And currently in the 5th minute in Ligue 1, which is the French League 1, the top division in France, Monaco on top 1-0 against Metz. Metz, who just made it from the second division to the first division. Monaco, who do have a national soccer team, but it's not associated with FIFA, so they don't really play a lot of games. Monaco, but Monaco do have a club soccer team that's competing in the highest ranks of France, and their former and Kylian Mbappe, who played for Monaco earlier in his career. Kylian Mbappe won the World Cup with France back in 2018, made it to the 2022 World Cup Finals. One of the best players in the world. He's possibly going to Real Madrid at the end of the season. And Monaco on top 1-0 against Metz in the 6th minute. Also, coming up in 30 minutes, if you want to watch the NHL, we have an NHL game today at 12:30 Eastern Time as the Detroit Red Wings take on the Florida Panthers, coming up at the top of the hour at 12:30. So let's take a look at some scores from around the leagues. We head to La Liga. In Getafe. Sevilla taking on Getafe. Sevilla gets the win 1-0 against Getafe. Newcastle, West Ham United. A home game for Newcastle. Newcastle wins the game 4-3. A revenge game after losing 2-0. Bernardo Silva scored 2 goals against Manchester City. We go to the Italian Serie A. Atlanta, Napoli. Atlanta gets the 3-0 win over Napoli. Also in the top division of Italy, Genoa, Frosinone. 1-1 draw was the final score. And Torino versus Monza in Italian soccer action. Torino winning the game 1-0 over Monza. That's what we've got today. And currently at the moment in some amazing games. And you could stream the Bundesliga on ESPN Plus. And if you do have Paramount Plus, you can watch the Serie A, Italian Serie A action. A lot more soccer games. Let's talk about March Madness and what happened. And let's talk about March Madness and what kind of madness we had last night. In the Sweet 16, we had some Sweet 16 games yesterday, some Sweet 16 games the day before on Thursday. So in March Madness, currently, not a lot of people have a lot of teams remaining. If you do have some of the big teams, some of them are out. We'll talk about that in a moment's time. I do want to stream some March Madness games. Maybe we might stream the Final Four. We are streaming the Final Four possibly next week on Saturday. We might be streaming the Final Four next week, so on Saturday, possibly. But on Thursday, we had 4 March Madness games. We start off in the West. Clemson versus number 6 seed Clemson, number 2 seed Arizona, Clemson winning the game 77-72. The number 6 seed Clemson moves on to the next round. We go to the East. UConn, San Diego State. UConn, the number 1 seed, San Diego State, the number 5 seed. UConn demolishing San Diego State and getting the 82-52 win. We go to the West. We're back in the West. Number 4 seed Alabama, number 1 seed North Carolina. Alabama winning a 2-point game against North Carolina, getting the upset over North Carolina 89-87. We go back to the East. Number 3, Illinois. Number 2, Iowa State. Illinois is getting the win 72-69 over Iowa State. That you could argue that it was an upset. We go to yesterday's games in the South. Number 11, NC State. Number 2, Marquette. NC State getting the win 67-58. The first time, and I don't know if it's the first time in March Madness history, that both the men's and women's basketball team have made it to the Elite Eight in the same year, in the same exact season. But they get the win over number 2 Marquette in the South. That was a big upset there, if any one of you had Marquette. Number 1 Purdue, number 5 Gonzaga. Purdue getting the win 80-68, a demolishing win. We go to the South. Number 4 Duke, number 1 Houston. Duke getting the win over Houston 54-51. And Tennessee taking on Creighton. Tennessee get the win 82-75. If you're looking to watch March Madness, you can watch the Final Four only. You can watch the Elite Eight only on TBS as number 3 Illinois take on number 1 UConn in the East. And in the West, number 6 Clemson, number 4 Alabama. Tonight and tomorrow at 2 p.m., number 2 Tennessee, number 1 Purdue, and in the South, number 11 NC State, number 4 Duke. Should be interesting to watch. As we are about to get set for the second half, just the players have made it out of the tunnel and back onto the field for some great action. 3 minutes till the second half begins in Pescara. This is the biggest stream I've ever done. Thank you to all the 29 people who are watching. And also, if you in the comments below, put what sports games you want to see. We are doing the baseball next week. I might stream some of the UFL, the United Football League, some football games. Not really looking to stream the UFL. When it gets to I might stream the Ohio State spring game, possibly football game. I don't know. We'll see what games we'll be streaming. But we're getting ready to start the second half. And the second half should be really entertaining. And Cesena currently, to start the second half, is currently 66 degrees. It's currently windy in Cesena. Yeah, it's currently really not. I don't know if it's really windy, but currently 6 mile per hour winds. Feels like 66, which is the exact temperature outside in Cesena for the game. As the teams are practicing right now, getting ready for the second half. Don't know if there'll be any substitutes starting the second half for either Pescara or Cesena, either side. Just a minute and 30 seconds till the second half. We are about to get underway. And if you want to watch any Italian Serie C game, even if I'm streaming it or even if I'm not, if you want to watch every Italian Serie C game in the USA without having to pay any money, you could do so if you subscribe. If you subscribe to me. You can watch any Italian series. You can watch most of the Pescara games for free. And if you want to watch other Italian Serie C games, go to FIFA Plus and create an account. It's as simple as Cesena's season seems to be going. It's as simple as Manchester City winning a trophy. Like that. You can watch any Italian Serie C game on the FIFA Plus app. Download it on the App Store if you want to watch the games. Free promotion, FIFA. You should give me some money for that. I deserve money for that. I'm just kidding. I deserve money for your promotion. FIFA Plus is related to FIFA, by the way. It's FIFA's streaming service. They want to make sure that everyone gets to watch the lower soccer games for free, and you can watch. Sometimes they stream the Argentina games there. If you look at what they're streaming, they streamed the City game a couple months ago. But we are back in Cesena. The fans are back in their seats. The teams are out on field, and we are ready. We are about to start the second half. The referee is about to blow his whistle, and we are about to go underway in Cesena, in a cloudy day in Cesena, 66 degrees, and we are underway for the second half of playing time. The players are out on the field. The referee is ready. The Cesena coach is ready. So is the Pescara coach, Emmanuel Cascioni, is ready for Pescara, and the referee is about to blow his whistle any moment now. Not really, as they're doing their final stretches. Don't see any substitutions being made at the moment. But we are underway for the second half of playing time. What do you guys think the score will be after 45 minutes, after 90 minutes? What do you guys think the score will be? 40%, everyone who's voted so far, 40% of people think Pescara is going to win, and 40% of people think Cesena is going to win. Really interesting. But there's 20% of people voted a draw, which is very interesting. I see a draw happening in the future. This game has been going similar to the game between the two youth teams earlier today. Pescara has had 3 yellow cards, 1 to Romeo Massonia and Federico Ecornio and Salvatore Angloia. No substitutions being made. The average age on this Pescara team is 24 years old. The average age of the Pescara team currently playing, the starting 11 for the game today, is 21 years of age, 24 years of age. The average age for the Cesena team is 26 years of age. Very, very young teams. That's why it's very interesting to watch Serie C games, because you get to see all the young and upcoming talent, like Marco Verratti, who transferred from Pescara in 2011 to go play for PSG, one of the biggest teams in all of Europe. So it's really like that could change your life in Serie C. Maybe one of these players, maybe you could look back on today's game and say, wow, I watched this guy play when he played for Pescara. Just like I could say, I watched Endrick ever since he played his first game. He of course is going to Real Madrid next season. Cesena's got the ball now, trying to get the ball up front. 47 minutes in, and the shot from Cesena is missed wide, and it will be a corner kick upcoming for Cesena. Really? Wow. What a What a corner kick that was. Not a corner kick. What a shot that was from Cesena. Just getting the ball as close as possible to the net. It's a corner kick for Cesena. That one kind of hooked around and deflected off the Pescara guy's header from Pescara. It'll be a throw in now for Cesena at the moment. No, retaking that corner kick. That one is going. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena in possession of the ball currently. That one going out of bounds, and it's a throw in now for Cesena. I'm sorry that my commentating might be a little delayed than the scores commentating. The website that I'm using to show you guys the score is one of the most precise scoring websites in the world. It's faster than watching. It shows you scores. It gives you updates faster than they do on TV. Which I give you updates faster than they do on TV. That's what I'm saying. Pescara trying to get the ball up and back by Cesena, and I think that'll be a throw-in from Pescara. It is a throw-in from Pescara. What do you guys think the score will be? We'll end that. We'll end the Q&A. We'll end it. We'll end what you guys think the scoring will be in the 90th minute, and the voting for the game will end in the 90th minute as well. So, really interesting game. So, that one is wow. Okay. Pescara arguing with the refs at the moment from that play there. 0-0 still currently. 0-0. A goal kick for Cesena. No, I think that was a throw-in for Cesena, not a goal kick. Cesena's got the ball now. Getting the ball up front, getting the header deflected out of bounds by Pescara. What a play that was for Pescara. Shot was off target there from Cesena, as they do get the corner kick here in the 49th minute. Corner kick now for Cesena. What can they accomplish on the corner kick attack? That one doesn't really go anywhere. The shot from Cesena is missed and taken back by Pescara. The shot from Cesena is missed again. What a chance from Cesena. What an opportunity to score. One of the biggest scoring opportunities in the game thus far for both sides. And a player down for Pescara. Number 2 for Pescara was down. His name is Lorenzo Milani. And as it's another corner kick for Cesena. Cesena on the corner kick, that one is heading out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick upcoming for Pescara. Pescara Calcio. Goal kick now for Pescara. On the corner kick now, Pescara's got it. 34 people, an all-time high at the moment. Hello from wherever you're watching. If you're watching from Cesena, Italy, to all the way from the USA, wherever you're watching, thanks for tuning in on this amazing Saturday, or it could be Sunday where you guys live. It could be the middle of the night where you live, or midday, or almost the sun's about to go down like it is in Cesena, or you might live in Pescara. In that case, if you live in Pescara, thanks for wherever you live around the world. Thanks for tuning in to a very interesting game. Pescara! Oh my, what a shot from Pescara. What a shot that was. One of the best chances all game for Pescara to get the goal they needed to lead the game, and that one's just gone out of bounds. We're still put the score predictions down below. We're still accepting score predictions. Put them down below. I'm really interested to see what everyone else. And also, if you want, put your thoughts about the game so far. Your thoughts about the season, possibly. As there's the Pescara fans who have made their way to Cesena to watch an amazing game. Corner kick for Pescara. They got it. They don't. Pescara is still in possession of it, trying to get it closer to the net. Pescara still got the ball, but a player down for Cesena. Looks like he'll stay down. Don't know if he's okay. I don't know what number he is for Cesena, actually. Cesena are looking to make a substitution. The first substitution of the game. Augustus Cargbo comes off for Cesena. Simeone Corazza comes on for Cesena in the 54th minute. Here comes Cesena with the attack. Cesena on the attack. Pescara trying to put the counter attack on. As that one's going out of bounds. I think it will be either a corner for Cesena or a goal kick for Pescara. Looking at the replay there, it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Pescara. Pescara's got the ball now. Pescara going upfield with the ball. If you guys would greatly appreciate it, as there's a player down in the field for Pescara. I think that's number 81. I think, or number 30 for Pescara. Okay, number 30, Matteo De Grasso. Very Italian name. He was down for Pescara for a moment there. Pescara's got the ball back. Pescara trying to get possession back as that one's going out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Cesena. If you guys wouldn't mind, there's just one button down below to subscribe to the channel. It's free and easy. Easier than anything you've had to do in your entire life. The easiest thing you could do to support me and to support my dreams of becoming a professional sports commentator. Full-time job. Is to subscribe down below. We're at 7 subscribers currently. We're trying to get to, our goal is 10 subscribers. Our subscriber goal is 10 at the moment. Hopefully we can reach 10. If we reach 10 subscribers, I'll be happy. And I'll set my mind on the next subscriber mark. So it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Pescara. Not really a goal kick, not really getting the ball upfield, but Pescara just trying to get the ball, trying to get possession of the ball. 50% of people, the voting has changed. 6 people have voted, so hopefully we could get more people voting. 50% of people have picked Cesena to win. 33% of people have picked Pescara to win. And 17% of people have picked a draw. I think it's safe to say, if Pescara get a draw, that's going to be an exciting result because they're playing one of the best teams in the league in the 3rd division. Or not if the best team in the 3rd division. Besides from Pescara. Even though Pescara trying to come back after winning 1 game in their last 5. That one's going out of bounds. Cesena's got the ball back. Cesena trying to get possession of the ball again. Yeah. 57 minutes down. It's Pescara now. It's Cesena now. A throw-in for Cesena. A throw-in for Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena trying to get the ball in the defensive zone. That one deflected by Pescara. Pescara's got the ball now. Pescara's got it. That one's going out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in now for the team in blue, Pescara. Pescara's got the ball now. Will be a throw-in here for Pescara in the 20,000-seater. Pescara will go after today. Pescara should be going back home after today. They will be going back home to take on Antalya, one of the other big teams in this division. That will be next week. The 14th, that will be the 8th, next Monday, not tomorrow. Not the 8th, Monday the 8th, against Antalya, 2:45 p.m., and I will not be streaming that game. But I might be streaming the next one against Olabaya on the 14th on the road for Pescara, possibly. So it will be a corner kick for Pescara. That one's heading out of bounds and a throw-in now for Pescara. And that one's going out of bounds. I think it will be Cesena to get the ball back. So, Pescara, it's been a big back-and-forth battle. As if you probably have noticed, it's been a lot of back-and-forth playing there. Here comes Pescara. Cesena, they're just blowing through the Pescara defense. Well, Pescara get the ball back. Pescara have the ball. The shot is off target and wide for Pescara. Yeah, sometimes Pescara have to play in some of the smaller stadiums, but Cesena have one of the bigger stadiums in Italy, just traveling up. As Pescara's got it, that one is saved by Cesena. As number 19 for Cesena was down on the ground. Now he's back up. That was Giuseppe Peresta, who was down on the ground for Cesena for like 1 second, and he got back up. And then he realized it wasn't that serious. Then he got back up on the field. Cesena's got the ball back. Cesena with possession of it. Cesena's got the ball, trying to get the ball up front. 37 people, an all-time record high, an all-time record of 36 people watching. 37 now. Sorry. Cesena's got the ball back, taken back by Pescara. Pescara's got the ball back here in the 61st minute. We've got 20 minutes. 60. We've got 30 minutes plus stoppage time. And most people are saying Cesena's going to win the game. Not so fast, buddy. Not so fast. A substitution being made for Cesena. Looks like it's going to be a substitution for Cesena. We'll tell you who it is. They're making two substitutions, Cesena. Tomiyasu Barati coming off the field for Cesena, and Ivan Varono coming on the field for Cesena in the 62nd minute. Also in the 62nd minute, Simeon Pirashina coming off the field, and Andrea Chiofai coming on the field for Cesena in the 62nd minute. Cesena has used 3 out of their 5 substitutions, so Cesena only have 2 substitutions left. If they want to kind of change the pace of this game, they want to use their last 2 substitutions carefully. If they want to get some fresh feet out on the field, as they say. Pescara, who hasn't used his substitutions yet, Don't really know if you don't really think you need to use it quite yet, Pescara. But they haven't used the substitution yet, which could change the game if Pescara want to get some fresh feet. You know what I mean, fresh toes. To get some, not like, you know what I mean, on the field. Want to get some fresh players who haven't played yet on the field. And giving some of the other people a chance. Cesena's got it. Cesena, the shot saved wide from Pescara. It's going to be a goal kick upcoming for Pescara here in the 63rd minute. But what a shot that was from Cesena. What a shot. It was a little wide, but if that shot was curved, would have been a crazy goal if that shot was curved. So if you got, after the game, if you guys want to see some highlights from the game, go over to Pescara's YouTube channel to watch full match highlights, full highlights from this match. Round 34 Group B of the Serie C season. Round 34 of the Italian Serie C season. Pescara, after this game, have only 4 games remaining. 2 of them at home, 2 of them on the road. So that's what they've got to deal with in the last 4 games, and hopefully we could stream some of those games next week. Not next week's game, but some of the games in the future. Here comes Cesena with the ball. Cesena taken back by Pescara. Cesena with the ball now. That one's heading to Pescara, as there's a lot of slide tackling there in the 65th minute of this one. After this match, we're going to talk about the man of the match and also discuss who you think and discuss what happened in the match today. Here comes a free kick for Pescara. And that one is saved from Cesena. What a save. What a curved shot. Went curved right towards the goal. Curved right towards the goals here. And it curved right towards the goal and almost hit the top corner. But that shot was saved from Cesena. Cesena's got possession of the ball now. Just 25 minutes left in this match, plus extra time. But Cesena's got possession of it. A very thrilling match, because most people are just waiting for someone to score. But Cesena's got the ball back. Cesena with it. Going up front, Cesena does have more ball possession than Pescara. And yeah. So it's been a very interesting matchup. Cesena on the corner kick. Corner kick for Cesena as Pescara on the sidelines. They're warming. Some of their players are warming up. Pescara's got some of their players warming up, so could see a substitution in the next couple minutes, possibly. So it's a corner kick now for Cesena. Cesena's got the corner kick now. That one is a little too wide there. Maybe we could see some substitution from Pescara. Maybe in around the 70th minute we're going to see some substitutions. I don't know, but we are going to see some substitutions later in the game. And Cesena, if any one of you guys is a Cesena fan, Cesena, in their last 5 games, they are 4-1 with only 1 loss in their last 5 games. Cesena, ending off the season, they've got 2 games at home and 2 on the road, which includes the final match day being at home for Cesena, which could help them. But they're playing Juventus Next Gen, which is their academy team. They're playing the Juventus academy team next for Cesena. And also, for Pescara, they're playing their last match at home. They're playing their last match on the road, actually, which I don't know if that will affect how Pescara end up doing. But here comes Cesena. Cesena with the ball now. Cesena's got it. Going up to the net. That one is missed. And wide. A little wide, as number 5 for Cesena is kind of complaining. Number 5 being Ivan Veroni. Ivan Veroni kind of like trying to regroup the team and like trying to get the team hyped for this one. A corner kick for Cesena. Maybe that could change the way this game is going. Pescara substitution. Once I get the names of the players, then I will, of course, tell you guys. But it's a substitution for Pescara. We called it around the 70th minute. They were making a substitution, and now they are. Out comes Matteo De Gassio, and in comes Simon Francini. Simon Francini in, Matteo De Gassio out in the 70th minute. Also in the 70th minute, Federico Acornio coming off, and Gianmarco Canganio is coming on for Pescara. What a shot and what a save from Pescara. Goal kick now for Pescara. Here in the 70th minute, 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go. It's Pescara nil. It's Cesena nil. A 0-0 game is how this game has been going the entire time. Still at 7 subscribers. We need 3 subscribers to reach 10 subscribers. Our goal is to get, by the end of the year, 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Is that too big to ask? We do have 39 people watching, and is that too big to ask? I don't really know. Here come Cesena. Cesena's got possession of the ball. That one going out of bounds. Pescara have it now. Pescara with the ball now. Pescara's got it now. This is tomorrow being one of the most busy match days of the year. Pescara has got the ball now. That one's going. Pescara is still in possession of it. Taken back by Cesena. Cesena's got possession now. And now a yellow card being handed out in the 72nd minute by Simone Francini, who just got substituted on 2 minutes ago. And 2 minutes after being substituted on for Matteo De Gassio, he has gotten a yellow card already for Pescara. Pescara have used 2 out of their 5 substitutions. Cesena have used 3 out of their 5 substitutions. So 3 more substitutions remain for Pescara, 2 for Cesena. And if you guys want to watch some soccer, some of the big matches to watch today, we've got Juventus versus Lazio, and Dortmund versus Bayern Munich, a big rivalry between Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Dortmund versus Munich. But also, and tomorrow being one of the most important match days of the month, we've got Arsenal versus Manchester City at 11, and at 2:45, PSG versus Marseille, which I'm not going to be streaming any of those games tomorrow. We do have a substitution upcoming for Pescara. A substitution being made at the moment. Two substitutions being made for Cesena, and Cesena now have 0 substitutions. In the 74th minute, Saber Hirachi comes off, and Ricardo Chirello comes on in the 74th minute. Also in the 74th minute, Emmanuel Adamo comes off, and Adordo Perozzi comes on for in the 74th minute. So 2 substitutions have been made for Cesena. Now they can't make any more substitutions for the rest of the. They can't make any more substitutions. 0 substitutions can be made for Cesena in the rest of the game. Pescara still got 3 substitutions left. If they want to, they probably want to use it very wisely, as we're about to reach the 75th minute. Here comes a corner kick now for Pescara. Pescara's got the ball now. Pescara's got it. 50% of people think that Cesena should win. 17% of people predict a draw, and 33% of people predict a win for Pescara. And to the one person who decided to vote on what you think the score will be, 1-0 Cesena, which actually at this point in the game, not very wouldn't be very surprised if it will be 1-0 Cesena. But we've got 15 minutes to go plus stoppage time. It's Cesena 0. It's Pescara 0. Here comes the corner kick for Pescara. Pescara's got the corner kick now. That one is missed. Taken back by Cesena. Pescara is still in possession. Cesena have it now. Pescara's got it now. And if you are in Italy and you want to watch Serie C games, go to, I think Sky Sports has Sky Sports Italia is your place for Serie C games. Here comes a throw-in now for Cesena. Cesena's got it. That one looked like it was about to go out of bounds, but didn't. We've hit a new high. 40 viewers. 40 views on the stream currently. One concurrent. Been a very intriguing match, definitely. 76th minute. If you guys want to share your thoughts down below of how you think this match is going. Very intriguing. I'm just like waiting for someone. It feels like anytime someone's gonna score, because they've each gotten a lot of great shot opportunities, but none of them have gone into the back of the net. They've all gotten both teams, both Cesena and Pescara, have gotten a lot of great opportunities to score, and it's basically like who will score first. Corner kick now for Cesena. Let's see what will happen in the corner kick for Cesena. There it goes. That one is missed. Cesena still has possession of it. Cesena still has possession of it. 77 minutes down. 13 minutes plus stoppage time to go. There's Donnarumma. Not the one you're thinking of. Not the Donnarumma you're thinking of. Daniele Donnarumma, not the PSG goalie. Here comes a goal kick for Pescara. Pescara's got the goal kick now. That one heading to Cesena. Pescara's got it now. Pescara's got possession of it. Cesena has possession now. 42 people. Share the stream with your friends. Share it with everyone you know. Trying to get more people to watch the streams. 2 concurrent viewers and 42 views on the stream at the moment. Not officially. Here comes Pescara with the ball, passing it back to the goalie. Still 7 subscribers up there. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena with it. That one heading out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in now for Pescara. 79th minute. We've got 11 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena trying to get the ball up front. Can't get it. Cesena's got the ball up front. Trying to go for it. The shot deflected off the Pescara player. And no goal for Cesena there on that attack. Will be Pescara to get the ball. I think it'll be a goal kick for Pescara at the moment. Goal kick now for Pescara since 1936. 1936 was when Pescara started to be a soccer team. A goal kick now for Cesena. Nothing in terms of like substitutions and yellow cards have happened. But Cesena has yet to get a yellow card this match. Pescara's gotten 4 yellow cards this match. But if the same player gets 2 yellow cards, you get a red card, which means you're down to 10 players, or how many players you play with. Here comes Cesena. Cesena on the attack now, passing this one up front. Trying to get the ball up front. Cesena with it. Trying to get it there. What a chance from Cesena. But can't get that one in the back of the net. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. There's the shot from Cesena that does not get in the net. Pescara, or more formally known as Pescara Calcio, as it says on their logo. Pescara, who have won the Serie C once in their history, which is back in the 1973-1974 season. They're also the 2-time Serie B champions, or second division champions. Pescara, their last was back in the 2011-2012 season. There's a player down for Cesena. They've also won it back in the 86-87 season. Pescara, who got relegated from the second division back in the 2020-21 season and have stayed there since the 2020. Pescara have stayed in the third division from the 2021-2022 season to today. Pescara, the last time they've been to the first division was back in the 2015-2016 season. But after 2 seasons in the first division, the 15-16, after 1 season in the first division, they got relegated back down to the second division and stayed there from 2017 to 2020, 3 years in the second division before going back to the third division. As there goes a substitution for Pescara, out comes Luigi Caponi, and in comes Eduardo Vergini for Cesena. Cesena, who in their history has been champions of 2-time champions of Serie C, 1-time the Cesena, who after the 2018-2019 season had been in the third division since 2019. Last time they were in the first division was back in 2014 was the last time they were in the first division. But after one season, they got relegated down to the second division and stayed there for 1 season before getting 2 seasons before getting relegated to the third division. And that was really it. Thank you to the 46 people who are watching. 83rd minute of added on time. Not added on time, but, you know. So, of course, in the country of Italy, Pescara are, according to the Opta Power Rankings, which is a big website who get a bunch of data and compose who they think is the best soccer team in the world. Pescara, who are currently the 60th best soccer team in Italy, according to Opta, but currently Pescara are ranked 1,753, the 1,753rd best team in the entire world, as opposed to Cesena. Cesena, who are the 29th best team in Italy, and currently ranked 567th in the world. Pescara, who are rated 62.8 rating, and Cesena currently have 71.4 rating as a team in total. And there it goes. A corner kick for Cesena. Corner kick now for Cesena. Let's see what could happen in the goal kick for Cesena. Corner kick, free kick for Cesena. Waiting for that corner kick is really. That one's going. Header, goal! Amazing! Cesena, they done it. As he goes to the stands to celebrate with the fans, Cesena has done it. Late, very, very late in the game. Wow, what a game it's been so far. And Cesena have done it. 1-0 to Cesena. And this has been a crazy game indeed. Cesena won. Pescara 0. Thanks to Eduardo Perozzi, who got substituted on just in the 74th minute, and in the 87th minute, he gets the goal. He does it for Cesena, and Cesena are on top 1-0 in the 87th minute. What a free kick that was. Getting the header jumps up in the air. This Aguardo Perozzi jumps up in the air and gets a goal there. What a goal for Cesena. What a goal that could change the trajectory of how Pescara plays this game, the last couple minutes of this game. A goal for Cesena, scored in the 87th minute by Eduardo Perozzi, who started the game on the bench, but in the 74th minute, he got substituted on for Emmanuel Adamo, and it's 1-0 Cesena. Cesena 1, Pescara 0 in the 88th minute, and my prediction is 2 minutes of added on time. But a goal in the 87th minute scored by Eduardo Perozzi, giving it 1-0 to Pescara. Currently, to Pescara. Eduardo Perozzi, who was substituted on in the 74th minute of the match, and just 13 minutes later, 13 minutes after being substituted on, he has scored a goal. And also, Eduardo Perozzi gets the yellow card there. Free kick now for Pescara. That one is missed. Pescara still got the ball now here in the 89th minute of extra time. 89th minute. All right, it's Pescara with it. Cesena with it. And whoever predicted 1-0 Cesena, I think that's what the final score is going to look like, actually. Correct prediction to whoever, to the 1-0 win for Cesena. The one prediction we've got on what we thought the score was going to be is turning out to be the correct score. So it will be, 80, almost, and then when we get to the 90th minute, we'll see how much time we have left in the game. No, we'll see how much time we have of added on time. Don't think it's going to be a lot. Probably 3 minutes, I would say. We are getting 4 minutes. Here comes Cesena with the ball. The fans have migrated to the Pescara section, the away section, and we're getting 4 minutes of added on time. Here comes, that one's going out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Pescara in the 90th minute. In the 90th minute. So 4 minutes of added on time is the number on the board, and we are currently in the first of 4 added on minutes. Here comes Pescara with the ball. I don't know if Pescara could do it. They've got 4 minutes, more like 3 minutes at this point, to do it, to complete the miracle and get a goal. And in Serie C, anything is possible. And the lower you get, the crazier the games get, the crazier the soccer games get. And you reach the 3rd division of soccer. Really very interesting to see if Pescara could get a goal with 3 minutes remaining in this one. 90th minute at the moment, 91st at the moment. Here comes Pescara with the ball. Pescara's got it, taken back by Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. Cesena with the ball now. Throw in now for Cesena. A throw in now for Cesena. So yeah, 1-0 Cesena. That's the prediction we had. That's the one. My prediction was 1-1, and the only other prediction we got was a 1-0 Cesena win. So I guess it's going that way. And a yellow card being handed out to Cesena. He's kind of arguing with the refs about that yellow card decision. Don't really know who it's from. For Pescara. So Pescara, that was a yellow card for Pescara, by the way. A yellow card for Pescara. Free kick now for Cesena. Don't really have a name attached to that yellow card. So can't really tell you guys who it was from. 92nd minute now. Still 92nd and a half minutes done. It's gonna be a goal kick for. It's gonna be a corner. It's going to be a throw-in for Cesena. Wow, throw-in for Cesena. Cesena's got the ball now. Pescara's got it now. Pescara. That one's going out of bounds, and it looks like it will be Pescara with the ball. 93rd minute. Pescara going to make a substitution, by the way, right now. Out comes Salvatore Alio. In comes Luca Cesena. So in comes Luca Cesena. Out comes Salvatore Alio, and in comes Luca Cesena. Here comes Pescara with the ball. 93 minutes, almost to the fourth minute added on time. That one's out of bounds. So Pescara, they do make a substitution now. They've got one remaining. If they want to make that final substitution, they can. But they made 4 thus far, and they've got one remaining if they want to substitute a player on for the final couple seconds of the match. Here comes Pescara with the ball. Pescara have it now. Waiting here in the 94th minute to see if when the referee blows its whistle. Here comes Cesena with the ball. A player down for Cesena, but it looks like everything's going to be okay. Cesena's got it. That one goes out of bounds, and the referee blows its whistle. And after 90 minutes of soccer, Cesena celebrates. They are going to. I think they're going to the second division of Italy. That's what it seems like. Cesena are going to the second division of Italy. More than likely, they're going to the second division of Italy. But Cesena, the home fans celebrate an amazing win versus a historic soccer team who hasn't been around for a year. It's Cesena 1, it's Pescara 1-0. Cesena 1, Pescara 0. What an interesting game to watch in Pescara. Very interesting match to watch. Cesena, they will play their and thanks to the 50% of people who have picked and thank you to the 50% of you guys who picked Cesena to win. You are correct. And to the one person who picked Cesena 1, Pescara 0, you are also correct. Cesena get the 1-0 win. What a game that was. Thank you to the 50 people who have been watching this game, who have been watching this one live. Cesena 1, Pescara 0. And yeah, what an interesting match. We'll be back next week to watch maybe some soccer next week, but we are definitely going to be watching the Mets versus the Reds. 1 o'clock on next Sunday. Going to be interesting to watch that one. Cesena, they will play their next match if you guys are wondering, Cesena will play their next match on the road the 7th, Sunday the 7th at 10:15 p.m. on FIFA Plus against the Juventus Academy team. Pescara will be playing their next match on Monday, the 8th of April against Antalya at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But for now, a goal for Eduardo Perozzi, a goal for Cesena. Cesena 1, Pescara 0 as they celebrate on the field. Thank you guys for watching the stream. If you want to watch more streams like this one, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, put your notifications on if you want to know the next time I'm doing a stream. Put your put your notifications on so next time you'll be aware of when I do a stream. See you next time. See you next Sunday for our next stream. Bye.